Okay, where are we? What are we doing? Well, Daisy, my regular server, if you notice, I'm fresh on the beach, except for I'm not on the beach. The reason being I was killed by a bandit up in Berezino. And what I did is I power ran as fast as I could, to get back up to Berezino to try and get back to my body. Thing is, the server did a restart and I didn't get there. Problem now I have is I'm thirsty and my water light is flashing and I have absolutely no kit. And there's a Z. There's a hatchet. Right, let's see if I can do this quickly. Remove from tool belt. Reload. Come on, let's be a little faster. Right. And there's a water bottle. God, I hope there's some water in that water bottle. Well, let's deal with these guys first. Pray that's got water in it. Oh, bloody hell, it doesn't. Because I've got flashing water. I'm actually going to have to check these guys out. Take soda can. Ho ho ho. Perfect timing. Look at that. So he was actually carrying a soda can and I can drink, which will make that light stop flashing. God for that. Right, immediate panic over. That would have affected my blood rate. So, you know what, I know I'm up near Berezino, but I don't know precisely where. Oi. Oh shit, he got a tag on me as well. Not doing well, am I? God for that, I've got a bandage. I'm going to have to do some hunting. Well, I need everything. Look at that, I've got basic kit. All I've managed to pick up is a hatchet and a water container, an empty one at that. Now, still not entirely sure where I am. I know I'm up in the north, I'm about 3/4 of the way up the map on the eastern side. Don't think there's much in the way of these low fences. They're a pain. I wish they'd put the jump script in. But anyway, there's the power lines, and that'll take me to Berezino. So I've run through this area before in the past, but there's not much here. There is a building down there. So I'm going to have to nip down there and have a look. View distance is nice and long, which is one of the nicer features of this server. I have a couple after me, so it might be an idea to get rid of them before I go into this building. The hatchet's not so great inside buildings. So... oh god, I've got loads now. Good place for a standoff. A bush. Bush is a good place for standoffs. Doesn't make you... I don't know how invisible it makes you. It makes you pretty invisible. Actually, I want them to come away from the door. I want to go in. I want to check to see what's there. Mind you, quick nip up here. Is there anything in this porchway? I can't remember if this porchway is actually a spawn point. Nope. Some porchways are spawn points. Don't have any more bandages, so I've got to be really careful. To the point where, in fact, none of this is worth it. Oh, come on, out the way, out the way. Bloody hell. So, Berezino is about 1 kilometre away, I think. So, we'll be nipping over there. That's the barns that I came in. Oh, is it the barns? No, it's not the barns. This red and green building, I think, has a porch with the potential of something being in there. A can of food might be useful, although I don't think I'm getting close to being that hungry. There's a can of drink there, but this is just the ones. That's him dealt with quickly enough. Never seen it back. He's down. Grab that can of drink. was going to look. I don't think I'll bother now. Look at all these guys. Come on, out of the way, you. Where do those power lines go? Ah, they're over there. Oi, out of the way, you, Mr. Z. So at least with the hatchet, capable of defending myself. As I say, I think I'm around 1 kilometre away from Berezino. Don't have a map, don't have anything really. It's a funny place to find a fence, isn't it? Let's make a beeline for the trees. There's a nice bit of fir wood there, which we should be able to lose them in. 3 of the little buggers. I don't want to take on 3 with a hatchet. Colour looks a little washed out, so I think my blood state isn't perfect. But anyway, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So, run about, I don't know, 800 metres or so, coming into the northern quarter of Berezino. I don't have any binoculars, so it's good old eyeballs, don't see any Zeds. I'm going to go in on the tents here. This is one of the other military spawns. Not much here normally. It's not like Starry, where you're guaranteed to pick up something interesting. It's a less bountiful place. Bountiful, that's a big word to use. Look at them, they're coming in. Should be able to deal with them with my hatchet. Hopefully pick up a decent primary weapon. So, let's have a little look in here. Only a zombie, there's a zombie in there, so I think I'll leave that till last. And here we go, something. So this is normal picking stuff up. Don't know if I'm going to need that. Ooh, I'm going to have that. Definitely have that. Morphine injection in case one of these buggers give me a tap and break a leg. Anyone in here? No. Shotgun shells. I'm going to pick up shotgun shells. Oh, what are you? Don't want an empty soda can. Don't want a flare. It's a case of being speedy. Faster you are, the better. Oh shit. Solved his problem. What have we got down here? Frag grenade. Well, they can be fun. Got to be careful with frag grenades. The explosive damage is so much bigger. I mean, we play games like, I don't know if you play games like Battlefield or Bandage, that's important. If you play games like Battlefield or Call of Duty, everyone throws frag grenades around like they were nothing. And a frag grenade really isn't nothing, and in this game they model it better. Right. There was a guy in. Oh, he is still in here. That's got him. Decent amount of gear there, mainly ammunition. Unlikely I'm going to pick up anything useful. No weapons though. Plenty of ammo, but no weapons. No. Yes, first pistol ammo. Wait. Oh, there was 2 there. So, up to the place where I died, I suppose, which is the supermarkets up here. You've got to watch out for these low fences. It's easier just to run than it is to step over. Nothing there. Breaking the fence. Nothing there. Lots of Zeds, we're just going to run through them. I mean, at this point, if I die, it's not really the end of the world. I mean, it's annoying. It's always annoying to die. But it's not really the end of the world because I have such little kit. I spent half an hour or 25 minutes running as quickly as I could from Electro to try and get up here before the server restarted, but it was a bit of a fool's errand. There's no way you're going to make it all the way up here. So, into the first one. Let's have a little standoff. They are going to come in, so let's see if there's anything worth having. A little close to the door, but the first time you pick up a watch, it's useful. Another Bambi. Good, it seems like there's lots out there, doesn't it? I'm going to be hacking my way out of this one. And we have a pistol. It's only a Makarov, but hey, it's better than nothing. And another bandage. Now I think we've got a standoff. Hit them as they come through the door. Oi, get off me. Whew. Always a little nerve-wracking. Any more? There's the one. Oh, where did he tap me from? He tapped me from outside. Do you see that? Just run past. Oh, come on, let me through, let me through. Nope. Whew. That's unnerving, to say the least. You see the way they tapped me through the floor, through the window that time? My blood level has been affected, but there's my first bit of food. Anyone says this game isn't exciting? Let's drop these, because I don't believe I'm going to have one of those. And pick that up. No, don't need that, don't need that, but I am going to eat that. Another Makarov. Don't think I need those. Oh, hello. A can of pasta. And a drink. This thing dealt with. Last room. No, don't need any of that. Don't want to go on the roof. Oh, there's something there. Quick assessment. Now I've got to wait for them to go away from the door, then you can just run for it. Your speed is so much better than theirs. You can see my colour starting to wash out a little bit, which tells me I'm, you know, not doing so well. Makarov round. I can hear one coming up the stairs. That was a pistol, a better pistol. Now I had a guy on one of my YouTube comments saying that the revolver is actually better and more accurate than the 1911, which I always favour. Because I always favour the 1911. Oh, here we go. Come on. Good, thank you. So at some point I'm going to swap out to the... Oh, hang on, didn't do the tops floor. I'm going to swap out to the pistol and give it a go, because he says it's way more accurate. I'm talking of nice. Now, what have we got here? Now this is a situation where you've got to pick up everything that's around it, even if you don't want it. To be able to pick up things. So we open the backpack there. We open our backpack, we put across what we actually want to keep, which are those two. Don't need that, or the Lee Enfield. And then we take. You notice my backpack's disappeared? So at least now we have a slightly larger backpack. Ooh, box of matches, that's important. Box of matches. Nope, don't need shotgun shells. Don't like shotguns. Ah, now. I am going to get to the 1911. I'm sorry guys, but I do prefer the 1911. But at some point I will do an assessment to find out whether or not this chap was right with his idea that the revolver is more accurate. And not just accuracy, but it's also potentially better. Well, it has better sights on it, which, you know, he made a good point. It's worthy of looking at. I'm eating everything, by the way, because I need to build my blood up. I'm not in a position at the moment to hunt. I've got some of what I need to hunt. What do I need to hunt? I still need a knife. So, I've got the hatchet, I've got the box of matches, I need the knife. And once I have the knife, I can then hunt animals and rebuild my stock levels up. Because I'm playing solo, of course. There are, you know, blood bags are useful to carry, but there's no great... I'm not going to receive a blood bag because there's no one to give it to me. Although I'll probably carry a blood bag when I get up to the hospital. Watch out for the steps, they can... What have we got? What have we got? Nothing worth it. Let's get upstairs quickly. Wait, start running. Sometimes there's little pauses between animations and... Ooh, this will be heart-stopping sometimes. It was in this building that I was shot at the end of my last video. I was about here. Someone told me that they'd gone through... No, not having a shotgun. Someone had gone through this building. They heard the flies of my dead body, but they couldn't find me. So either I sank through the floor because, well, you know, this game doesn't always handle things perfectly, or the guy had buried me, which, yeah, made the whole sort of like 7 or 8 kilometre run completely pointless. Another box of matches, don't need that yet. The guy upstairs, I think. No, he's not quite upstairs yet. Tin cans. That's where we're going next. Can't see much in there. Maybe more will spawn in when I get over there. See, I'm being quite deliberate with my actions so that I don't get surprised by a zombie. You know, I'm in a fighting position to deal with the zombie. So that's the supermarket. The blocks of flats done. Let's nip over to the supermarket and see if there's anything in here worth having. To be honest, it doesn't look great. Not at all. Yeah, watch out for little gaps like that. You can't go through them. But we do have food and binoculars, I see. So it's a case of pick up as much food as you can, because this is a very food-rich area. And keep on eating. Eat in an attempt to bring my blood back up. You know, cans don't do a great job, but they're better than nothing. We'll have those binoculars. You see my colour, the colour's starting to come back a little better now. Hunting knife. I was after a hunting knife. Should really pick up another pack of painkillers just in case I get tapped. Ooh, I've got that Makarov round in there, haven't I? Yeah. Over here, open. Now, if I hit drop, it will move it over here, which is possibly not what I want to do, but... And it puts... Yeah, it keeps... so aggravating, they just move things around. Got a zombie in the building, but he's walking out, which is a good thing. A lot of water bottles today, which I'm guessing, you know, you get things, they turn up in batches. So, to move that thing out of my backpack, I'm going to actually have to look at a pile. A pile. So, open backpack bomb. Let's move that out to the pile. Don't need a watch. Closed bag. I think I lost one of those things earlier. So there's another one, I'll pick that up. Take bandage. I like to carry 4 bandages and 4 clips. I don't know, it just looks better. Hello, zombie. Pray to be a map. Take map. Oh, look at you, you lovely thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Map. Mackerel on its own. Another knife. Another can of food. Got to be careful. There's a zombie just inside. Where's that can of food go? Oh, there it is. Franken beans. Be ready to move. And remember to use the steps, because although you're not going to break a leg with that small drop of about 3 feet, what happens very often when you do a little drop, even if you don't hurt yourself during the drop, what will happen is that you will sort of stand still for half a second, and if you're being chased at that particular moment, that half second can feel like an eternity waiting for that that little half second to go. It feels like so much longer than a half second, you know. So what have we got in here? Nothing much of interest. Bom, bom, bom. What are you? No, you mucker around. Come on, run. It's that little half second while the game decides what little bit of animation it wants to play. What happens is very often is one animation won't start until the last animation finishes. This is why when you shoot someone, very often they don't fall down dead straight away, because it'll have been in the middle of doing an animation for walking, say, and it's got to say, right, finish doing this walking animation, next animation is going to be falling down dead. So let's have a little look over here, a little bit of industrial. Okay, don't need that. This building's bugged slightly. You can't just step into the door. See? You've got to step over and in. Right, food. And we now have time to eat that cat. No, we don't. And again, to get out, you have to step over. It's very annoying. But you know, you learn things. I spent a lot of time in Berezino, so you learn these things. My blood's still not perfect. I still need to do more eating, but there's another supermarket up the road here, and we'll have a little look in there. Berezino's a pretty good place to be. It's not big enough to be called a city, but it is a town, and it sort of stretches over in that direction. So this is Berezino proper up here, with its hospital, which is an unusual feature to find in the northern half of the map. We've got about 10-15 minutes before the server restarts, so I'm going to go to a safe spot. Ooh, Alice Pack. We're having that. Let's deal with these. Oh shit, there are quite a few of them, aren't there? Oh, you're all stacking up. Oh, that was fortunate, wasn't it? Right, Alice Pack. What have we got here? First, it'll show me what's around the Alice Pack, which is another map. I'll just stick that in my backpack. Always useful to have. So we close that, then we look at the Alice Pack. We open it, we open our pack, and we transfer the contents of our pack, or at least the items we know we want to keep, like that. So my backpack on my back is now empty, and those items are in that pack, and then we take it. Right, we have the largest of the regular packs in the game. There is one larger, and it's a military one, and it's a pretty rare item. And that's the large coyote bag. Wait, you must be just outside. Yeah. What are you? Another map. Looks like it's map day. A little more food. You know, when you're packing lots of meat and stuff, you don't bother with cans very much, but let's look at you. What are you? You are another watch. They do want you to be able to tell the time in this game, don't they? Some more tins. Again, I'm building my blood stock up, so this is a bit boring, I know, but you know, it's the game. Binoculars, a small pack, more food. Let's have a can of beans. Can of Coke, Pepsi or whatever. I'm really surprised that the makers, you know, Pepsi and Coke, Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola haven't actually like hit these guys with a lawsuit. Bet you're a map. Nope, another watch. Yeah, and Heinz and all the other brand name products haven't taken these guys to court for using their product names. But I suppose it's a nice bit of placed advertising, isn't it? Oi, close. Hello. Bye-bye. He's trapping the door. Now that I will pick up. That's slugs for the Winchester. Winchester's my favourite, what I would call as a survivor weapon. The Winchester is a surefire single-shot zombie killer. You know, you're not going to be defending yourself against bandits much with it, but potentially well, it's a good survivor weapon. If you're a survivor, as I am, the Winchester's readily available, and of course, because it's non-military, because it's a civilian weapon. Ooh, a tent. Hello, Mr. Tent. Because it's a civilian weapon, of course, it means that you don't have to go to military sites to get your ammunition for it. You can pick it up in rural locations, and of course the military sites tend to be the magnets in the game for players. Is that 3 clips? Or yes, it is. And you know, if you want to keep away from the bandits, keep away from the military areas. Check to see if those are. Yes, they are. So. Oh shit. Oh, that was fortunate. Do I want that tent? Open bag. Let's put some things in my backpack. Let's grab the tent while it's here. Let's set up camp somewhere. So, on that note, I'll stop here because I think the server's probably going to be starting soon. But, from when I came in, not bad. I still need a primary weapon. I picked up some useful items. I have a large backpack. I have what I need for hunting. I have the hatchet, I have the knife, and the matches, so I can go hunt some animals. I can tell what the time is, and I have a map. Not bad, eh? I mean, that's 5 minutes work. And of course I've still got the hospital to go to. So I'll leave that here, catch up with you in a bit. So here we are back again. Server's just done a restart. Gotta wait for a little bit of time for kit to start spawning in. You see we've got the supermarket over there. And there's the hospital. And got my backpack, got my hatchet. Still need a primary weapon. But let's pick up some blood and stuff. Sort of wish you could eat that, but hey, pumpkin pie. It's supposed to be nice, never had it, but there you go. Yes, to our American friends in Britain, we don't eat pumpkin pie. Anyway, a pie is something different over here than it is over there, I think. And here we go. First bit of nice loot. When it comes to the hospitals, always go around round the back first. So, bomb, 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 bomb. I'm carrying one of those. I want to carry one of those in my front pouch. Open the bag up. Don't need any more bandages. I can be picked up anywhere. But we now have the medical supplies we need. It's now worth going back to the pub and going through that again. I know I went through the pub before, but the server's restarted, so we go back to the pub, we go back through the supermarket, and we basically do a reverse run of the run I did coming here, going through all the loot spots in an attempt to find the stuff we need. Notice there aren't any... there's the first zombies. Down there. So let's do this way around the pub. Nothing in here. Did I get in too soon? Oh, this will be disappointing. No, I didn't. Here we go. Here's our first loot. Aha! A compass. Compasses are good. I think my blood state's pretty good at the moment. Colour seems to be saturated, and the blood symbol is very green. A crossbow. Now, if we were playing Dayz Plus, we'd want that. What are you? Oh, Makarov round. Don't need a Makarov round. Don't need any drink. So this is just normal looting. So I think. Oh well, we'll just have a quick look. There's only a handful of people on the server at the moment. It's afternoon on a weekday. What time is it? Look at the watch. It's 3:10 on a Thursday. So, you know, people are at work, people are at school. Let's have a little look in here. See? Desperate search for, mind you, I say desperate search for food. I am a glutton. So let's just eat this lot. Make sure that blood really is as up as it's going to be. I'm trying to think of what stuff I need. Looking at my kit, it's this stuff along the bottom. I've got some of the essentials. I've got what I need for hunting. I've got a map and a compass. So that's navigation sorted out, although GPS would be nice, but hey, I haven't seen GPS forever. I've got things. It's just the collectibles down there now. So what are you? Single item on its own, but it's a watch. No, it's a map. Don't need another map. Did I look at that one? You start going a bit crazy, stir crazy after a while. There's another watch. Not a great deal in here because of course the server's just started and I'm the first person to visit. When you see a supermarket with lots and lots and lots of stuff in it, it's because other people have been through it since the server has restarted. This is really what you should expect to find in a supermarket on its first visit. Definitely map day, isn't it? Now, there was a time when I'd have picked one of those up, but I don't bother now. Too loud. You know, it's good against players, but it's not much cop against zombies because it's a ranged weapon, and you know you're not going to be shooting at zombies that are a long way off because you see the zombie running at me. I don't care, as long as I'm not an idiot or unlucky. This lot behind me don't really matter. You only need a ranged weapon when you're up against players, and I don't normally do that. So this is going to be a reverse procedure, except for the one exception is that there are a couple of deer stands in this around this place, and I think I might go and have a look at those. So let's lose these Zeds, because there's the deer stand. I've only got a hatchet and a pistol. Let's find a nice bush. Hello, Mr. Bush. Are you big enough? We want to have a look at the deer stands because we want the potential to be able to... Ooh, this is a very nice bush. Come on, I want to look over my shoulder. You see they've lost interest in me. Definitely going to lose interest if they can't see me. Doesn't help you guys, you're just looking at a bush real close up. But now if I walk away slowly, although there's quite a few zombies over there, I'm neither visible enough nor making enough noise to encourage them over to me. Now, these deer stands out in the middle of nowhere are sometimes a little tricky to approach. A deer stand's normally relatively easy to approach because they're normally on a wood line. So you approach from the woodland side, let the zombies get, I don't know, 50 feet away from it, and then you can just walk in. And then walk back out again without disturbing them. These ones in open fields, not always so easy. What I'm looking for is a primary weapon. I'll take any of the AKs right now. Even the AKM. Probably the AKM is a bit loud. One of my favourite of the AKs is the Cobra. It's the 74 Cobra, and that's, you know, pretty much as good an AK as you're going to get. Now we've got to watch out for these guys. We want to be as inconspicuous as possible. Doesn't help. That one is walking this way. May have to actually deal with him, because when I stand up to get up the ladder, he'll probably spook, and then you've got all the glitch to deal with climbing up ladders and such like. See how close you can get to him without spooking if you're quiet? Make sure there's nothing behind me. Getting him, am I? Oh, there, I got him. They're accurate, aren't they? An AKM mag. I'll pick it up just to be on the safe side. Just if there's an AK up there, it's an AKM. I'm having it. Of course, no idea what we're going to get up here. It's definitely worth a look. Oh dear, doesn't look like there's anything up here. Oh, all that. Oh well, I got the AKM mag, didn't I? Feeling particularly brave, you could kill all the other military zombies in an attempt to see whether or not they had anything decent on them, but it tends to be things like ammunition. Ammunition and grenades and things like that. Out the way, you. Those Zeds that followed me into the trees have sort of dispersed a bit. So we're going to have a look at the Stalin house. I often mention this, why I call things what they are. The Stalin house, I call that because, well, there was a sort of standardized design scheme in Soviet Russia during the Stalinist period, and they used to build large, full square, multi-occupancy buildings like this, and they were called Stalin houses. Whether they look like this inside or not, I have no idea. If you can look on the internet and see this type of architecture in various parts of the world that were sort of Soviet controlled. This timber-clad building, the green one, has a spawn point in the entrance. Nothing in it. Looking forward to them. Bloody hell! I'm not bleeding, fortunately. Looking forward to the standalone, where you'll be able to go into these buildings. Wait, piss off, you! I had wanted to stop and get some water. Well, let's go into the supermarket. Do without these fences. Go away, fence. So we're going to nip into the supermarket, see what's there. Should be a little more circumspect, there aren't that many around. And see what we've got. Having you, just in case I pick up a Winchester. Don't need the food now, I'm pretty much as healthy as I can be. More binoculars, Alice pack, Wouldn't be nice if those Alice packs were full and packed with gear. Oh well, fantasy time now. Don't see a great deal more around here. Another watch, look. Now from here there is another another deer stand, you see it? Just try not to attract too much attention. I can hear them. Yeah, they're running in on me. So that's the deer stand there. We want to go do some bush lurking to get rid of him. So here's a nice double bush, which should... there's a bit of a gap. He's down. Got a French farmer zombie to deal with. And he's down. Got through that little lot unscathed. So, we're off to have a look at this deer stand. See if there's any primary weapons. There's a collective farm over there, which we will be having a look at. Don't see the Zeds for this one yet. We're not close enough to spawn them in. All that industrial over there to look at next. This is why it's such a rich area. It's one of the, you know, outside of the cities on the south coast, it's one of the richest areas in the game for loot points. Supermarkets, blocks of flats, large industrial, a docks, a hospital. Yeah, here they go. They've just spawned in now. One appears to be trapped inside. No, he's walked out. That's, oh god, they're walking this way, aren't they? People asking me if I'm where they think I am. Obviously he's approaching Zelena and he's seen someone. What have we got up? Oh god, this is empty as well. Well, that's disappointing. Now, where to next? I think the collective farm. Let's go for a little run. You've got a tag on me, little bastard. Hey, why am I not killing him? Let's go hide a bush. Hiding in a bush. Dunk. Bandage. You know all that food I didn't pick up in the supermarket? I'm going to need it now. Maybe I'll find an animal and do some hunting. Quick check to see I'm not shaking. No, I'm not. Strange, it really looked like I was close enough to be hitting him with the hatchet then, didn't it? But no. Not that lucky. So, in this little official collective farm thing, we've got several buildings, light industrial, 3 barns, some more light industrial. So let's see what we've got. We're looking for a Winchester, boys. We're looking for a Winchester. And finding another hatchet. So many buildings here, really don't care about these guys. Another hatchet. Ooh, what are you? No. Just move quickly, keep moving. Another crossbow. Some tin cans, nothing. That's annoying. Anything over here? Nope, nothing worth having. Let's go have a look at the cow shed. Go first person. And into the cow shed, and a can of beans, which are sort of new, I suppose. Oh, let's deal with this guy. Maybe it's because... Wait. Oh, come on. Thank you. Straight away with that one. Back to eating everything I find to try and rebuild my blood levels. I'm praying for a Winchester. I'm not finding one. Bugger. This building is one of the few buildings that's elastic. Now what I mean by that is that the guy who decides where it's going to... you get the same building, it's different lengths. And they put the two ends down and there is a join that is visible. Now you're really going to have to put the monitor full screen and in 1080 or highest, but can you see that white vertical line right in the middle of the screen? Yeah? Doesn't appear on that side. Does appear on that side. This building can be almost of any length because it stretches, and the map make, in fact, you see there another vertical line, and actually they're all showing up today. Another vertical line. It's like Lego blocks. It can be different lengths, so the same building gets sort of like replicated over and over and over again. Same with those as well. That building there can be of multiple lengths. Some of them are only that one. Some of them are longer. Ooh, nothing at all. Toolbox. Don't need one now, but might need one in the future. So that's this area pretty much done. So I suppose it's down to the military spawn. Catch up with you in a bit. So here we are, we're going to do a nice little run in on the military spawn points again. Grounds like Z is right by the door. I think I'll give that one. Shall I give that a miss or shall I just be cheeky and run behind him? I've got a couple after me. Hey. I think I'll give that one a miss. Do that second. Quick check inside. Yeah, what we've got. I think I'm going to start picking up soda and such like. M9 mount. Nice. Don't need it at the moment. He's on me. Stand up and run. Right, we have a primary weapon. Look at that beauty there. Hello, my darling. Now, where's this Z? So, G. We've got to put the hatchet back on the tool belt. And then we pick up. Thank you very much. How much ammunition have I got? Not a great deal. I think we can afford to drop the AKM now. So I've only got one. I've only got 30 rounds for it. So we're not going to go silly, are we? Let's hope there's going to be... Oh, there's nothing in here. That's annoying. So let's have a little look over. Ooh, looks like we've got a Z inside, which is going to have to be dealt with if we want to look in there. Although, looking from here, I don't see anything I want in there. Mr. Z, you've just lived another day. So, what to do and where to go? We now have a nice primary weapon, the M16, but we don't have much in the way of ammunition for it. This place, because it is such a rich environment, can become quite busy. So I think I want to get out of here. So I'm going to do a couple of supermarket jaunts to pick up supplies for a sizable run, and I'm probably going to move off somewhere else. But there we go. I have gone from, when I started the video, having absolutely nothing. Nothing of any consequence whatsoever. I've been playing for not a great deal of time, actually. I've been reasonably fortunate. I've been playing for... Oh, come on, over you go. And you. You'll do. Thank you very much. Let's get out of dodge. So yes, how long have I been playing? I was playing for about 15 minutes before the server restart. Actually, at the beginning of the video I said what the time was. So if I tell you that the time is now 3:30 with a 5-minute gap in the middle for the server restart, I've probably been playing 45 minutes, maybe an hour. From when I started with nothing to where I am now, not badly kitted out, you know. I'd like some more. I'd be more comfortable if I had more ammunition for my primary weapon. But I have a nice pistol, I have a nice backpack, I have some medical supplies. I think that'll do nicely. So we're going to run up into the supermarket, pick up some gear, and then, do you know what? I think I'm going to render up this video and you know, log out, render up the video for YouTube. And if you got some, you know, if you want to, hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you would please. I'm picking up quite a few subscribers of late. You know, I'm still not into hundreds and hundreds. I'm probably closer to 100 actually. But I'll be logging out. See, and hang on, let's get to the water fountain. So yes, if you'd hit the subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Comments, any direct questions, I do my very best to answer. Keep watching the videos. I've made hundreds of these now. I think I've had over, I think it's 100 and whatever, I don't know. Of number of total views on all of my videos is 101,000 views so far. You know, and I do make a lot of videos. It's an almost daily occurrence. Maybe it's time to try a revolver rather than the pistol. That chap on who commented on one of my posts, and as I said, you know, I like the 1911, and he said no, you should be using the pistol because the pistol is more accurate. Not the pistol, sorry, you should be using the revolver because the revolver is more accurate and it has nicer sights. You could have a point about the sights. So, on that note, we shall wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, all that type of good stuff. Favourite if you like. I will be making more and more of these videos. I do make an awful lot of them. See you later.